as we all know, times have changed quite a bit. There is a ton of negativity that goes on right now, and there's a lot of people complaining because their experience from a customer standpoint has changed. What is what advice do you give business owners that have to have that difficult conversation or neutralize a situation that, hey, we had to change our the way our procedures within our business, and things aren't the way that they used to be? What advice do you give business owners that are facing these types of challenges?
I would say that one thing you have to do is you have to be really authentic about the message, and trying to hide things. People are smart. They're probably not gonna. They know something's up, and and acknowledging that this may be difficult for the client to receive, that you're going to be changing the terms of your contract, or you're going to be handling things in a different way, that is to acknowledge that I understand that this may be difficult, and I understand that it's coming at you as it may be the first they're hearing of it, which is another whole thing. Like, why would you just pop it on someone? It should be something that's being made. Being made aware of that earlier than the day they have to do it. So, but that's part of the whole conversation, that dialogue of being being authentic, being transparent about what it is, about why you're doing it. You don't have to tell them all the reasons you're doing it. You have to go in the gory details, but you do have to give them enough that they understand. And then you could also say, so help me understand any concerns you have about this. And then they'll tell you that this is what I'm concerned about. And to be able to say to them, wow, I can see your point. I can see how this is a surprise for you. And I regret that it's upsetting for you. It wasn't the intent, but we also realize that intent sometimes doesn't match impact. So really, to answer your question, is to be transparent, to be as authentic as you can without you have to give enough information, but you may not need to go into all the gory details, and to maybe work on that relationship with that client so that they're not you're used to having difficult conversations with them, and understanding and recognizing that this will be hard for them. This could be a significant change for them. Could have a financial impact on them. It could have just, they like to do things a certain way. They've done it a certain way for a long time, and now you're changing that. And so understanding that change for many people is difficult. And so how you do that, how you navigate through that, is a whole art as well. And so I'm not sure if I've answered your question, Tim, but uh, that's how I would handle things. Is news that's difficult, is having to tell somebody just what I've said, is to be
Yeah,
authentic about it. Don't try to hide.
and I
So
think that right, exactly. That those difficult conversations are really tough for people to have, and you have to. Bad news or difficult conversations are not going to go away with time, or they're not going to get better with time.
but they're much easier if you've spent the time building a relationship. So, you know, you and I have a lot of time, have a lot of we spent years getting to know each other, giving each other feedback, and sharing things with each other. And so it would not be difficult for us to have a hard conversation. But it's when people they haven't put the work in up front to develop the relationship to the point where they can have the difficult conversation, then it's hard. Then it's really hard.
When I